Right now, he wants that little bit of extra and the reduction. The big thing is the reduction in damage from the melee. He knows that they're going to be playing against this comp because he saw how well they played against Team LG. So he's going to be using that Molten Armor instead of the Mage Armor, which would provide a lot more damage, but a reduction in the duration of magic debuffs. So Yas Presents another sticking to his guns again, playing that unholy DK. As great out of the gate, of course we are going to follow Snutz, see if he can make it happen for his teams as he gets right out there, getting that aura up quickly. Tosses his pet over onto the enemy. Warlock, it looks like he's definitely going to be sticking on him right now. No Moral Strike debuffs out quite yet from the pet. There it goes. Now it's going to be on Zunniyaki, as Snutz is going to have some pressure very quickly from the warrior, as another is choosing to go on Venruki, but he's constantly being rooted. Venruki taking a lot of damage right now in a single strangulate onto Kollectiv.
Yeah, this is already a pretty good start for another Zunniyaki and Caara, but another taking a lot of damage, mainly from Snutz. Venruki not doing too much. There's the palm and the altar time. He pops back, throws down a sheep and a ring, both instant thanks to that altar time. Another has to sack his pet, get a lot more health back, but he's still in a little bit of trouble because Venruki has used his on-use trinket as well as icy veins. Another going to be taking so much damage right here. Snutz taking a little bit from that warrior. Intim Shout goes out, but it doesn't do much.
Oh, another taking a lot of damage right now, taking so much damage. That frost bomb did detonate, forcing Zunniyaki, but we see a fear and a hex onto Zunniyaki, so it's going to be kind of short. Another with another frost bomb. The chaos waves are coming down. 1-0. Bring it.
Bring it. They brought it. One game already down.
And you can look at the cooldowns used by another to try to stay alive. The AMS ticking down right there. Everything. The desecrated ground. Look at that.
Look at that smile. Look at Snutz.
Boy.
They're so prepared, man. They didn't force that many cooldowns at all from this team. Any defensive cooldowns onto the MLS, the Mage like Shaman. Snutz popped everything at the end there just to be like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm going to win it, guys. Meanwhile, special thanks to Razor. Thank you so much for sponsoring this. Check them out, razoracademy.com. We're going to get this game started very shortly here, guys.
Looks like, again, we're going to follow Snutz out of the gate because if there's anyone that wants this, it's him. Of course, his teammates definitely are there to help him out, but he has a lot to prove. But we're going to see if the team of Yas Presents is going to be able to do anything from the start. Let's see. Right from the start, Snutz is going to try to get into demon form as fast as he can to get there it goes, or it gets tossed up immediately. So he's going to have that reduction as we see a Fell Flame knocking down that grounding. But look at the damage onto Kollectiv. So from the start, already having to Spirit Link, using just about everything. Look at the damage on to Snutz from that Spirit Link. Kollectiv not able to pick himself up. Wow, that necrotic strike was so high, so fast. Caara down to half right now. He did have all of his cooldowns pop with that avatar, that skull banner, that recklessness, that massive amount of damage. But look at the damage onto Caara, and another Zunniyaki having to sit through that entire fear because his tremor was down.
Another's in a lot of trouble though, man. The Chaos Waves are landing onto him. He goes down to 180,000 HP. Wow, they zoned that really well. Caara at the end of his cooldowns just had a line of sight. He was unable to be topped. Zunniyaki was in a pet stun right there. He's out of it now. Gonna try and top up another for sure. Earthshield is onto another. That's the main target they want to hit. As soon as AMS is down, he's just going to flop. AMS is coming back up in 1 second.
Here it comes. All right, so you see Ascendance used by both. Healing Shamans right there is a big heal onto another. Caara not completely healed. There we go. Now we see some big heals coming out from Zunniyaki as the team of Bring It starting to play more control right now. Zunniyaki having to tremor again, not having to use his trinket though, which is good because he's going to need that in a little bit.
Yeah, Venruki, he's really leading the damage charge here whenever he decides to use a Frost Bomb out on a deep target. And this is it, a Frost Bomb onto Caara. They're popping everything right here. Shield Ball has to be used at 130,000 HP now. Kollectiv still taking a lot of damage. He does have his run while casting popped.
Yeah, there was the gnaw from the pet. That was great. The Soul Reaper, though, wow, got healed up right before that Soul Reaper exploded. Caara having the taste for blood up. Another also getting kind of low. Snutz with everything up, having to trinket, using all those defensive cooldown. He has that unending resolve up right now as the pet is killed, it looks like. Nope, that was a totem as Caara still has the taste for blood up right now, but no cooldowns to match that damage for him. He's used just about everything. Another, and Caara just riding out, trying to survive till the next set of cooldowns. Zunniyaki gets feared away. No tremor, no trinket. Caara taking a lot of damage. Blanket spell lock on top of it. Caara might live through this.
Into a hex. Will Caara actually fall here? It looks like he might. Big pressure going out onto him. He doesn't have very many defensive cooldowns remaining. His die by the sword is coming up in 3 seconds, as well as his trinket. That was not looking too good for him. Thankfully, they did manage to survive. And now a Ring of Frost going down around their pillar right here. They don't want any melee touching him.
Wow.
And Venruki's water elemental does go down.
So Another's cooldowns are coming back up. He's used IBF, so he's going to wait on that. If he gets stunned, Snutz' pet taking a lot of damage. Wasn't healed up after that sacrificial pact, though. Here comes the Chaos Waves onto another 2 gigantic Chaos Waves landing. Zunniyaki having to trinket that. The NS goes up. The heal almost didn't even register because of the amount of damage that Another's taking. Venruki forced to block, however. Both Snutz Kollectiv and Venruki, a lot of damage right now. Kollectiv really needs to pick it up.
I love the way how Venruki's throwing this ring around on the boxes that prevents them from chasing back there. Snutz taking so much damage, though. He's going to have to use his Dark Regen, probably his Hellstone as well. There's a Blanket Silence onto Zunniyaki. The Dark Soul comes back from cooldown on Snutz in 26 seconds. That's when they're going to go for the kill. That was a die by the sword right there. This is very good for our Mage Lock Shaman.
Spell Reflect goes up and is down again as there we go. Now he has his 2-hander back up. Avatar comes back up with Deadly Calm. Let's see if he can put out enough damage. Looks like Venruki is definitely going to be their target as he is going to kite back, and I really like this play by both Snutz Kollectiv and Venruki, constantly pulling back to those boxes if they need.
Yeah, Snutz pet looks like it may go down pretty soon here, but he has used his Sacrificial Pact as well. Venruki at 250,000 HP right here. Snutz cooldowns now available. He will want to pop them soon as they can get any kind of CC onto Zunniyaki, who's just playing at range, trying to stay away with that grounding totem drop constantly. Zunniyaki at 50,000 mana versus Collective's 90. Zunniyaki doing a little bit worse. A big grip from Snutz away from his port.
Oh, there goes the second grip. It's great behind the boxes right there, out of line of sight of his healer. However, Snutz using his leap to get over in port range and ports behind. That stopped a lot of that push by Yas Presents. All right, so it looks like they are going to go on the Water Elemental, who's definitely going to fall right there. Now, Venruki, there we go. He has his cooldown up, so he's going to be able to re-summon it immediately, taking a lot of damage. The Frost Bomb went out and doesn't look like it landed on anyone. I do believe that is a banner out from Caara, not the Skull Banner, though, as he is going to try to do as much damage as he can, because Venruki barely living over and over, but it's great that he's pulling way back. There goes that AMS, and it is down onto Another, so he's going to be a great target in just a minute.
Kollectiv able to drink so much right there. He's at 180,000 mana. We need to see Snutz pop his Demon Soul, or Dark Soul rather, just burst. Another popping his unused trinket. It has expired now. He was going for the burst there. Venruki in a little bit of trouble at 230,000 HP. Kollectiv needs to get some heals on him, top him back off. A Frost Bomb onto Another at 200,000 HP. It's going to explode. Not too much. Snutz has used his Unending Resolve. He's in a little bit of trouble. Venruki low, but here comes a one-shot from Snutz onto Another 130,000 HP. He does manage to live through it. This is now just going to be all up to Venruki's damage. Snutz spamming those Touch of Chaos inside of Demon form. Lichborn heals coming out for Another. He's also used his AMS. Caara Piote. He's the one in trouble.
Oh, with the Hex onto Zunniyaki right now, having to trinket that, getting out of it. Wow, and barely Caara gets back behind the boxes. Venruki, though, still has that Ice Block up in case he is pressured, so he can play very offensive if he wants. Both Caara and Another getting so low. Zunniyaki has nothing right now. Tremor barely coming back up, but Caara isn't that deep. There goes the Spirit Link. All 3 members of the party are so low right now. Bring It looking so good in this second match.
Yeah, Another at 186,000 HP. Hasn't been able to be topped. An Axe Toss on Zunniyaki. This is where they're going for the kill. He's at 55,000 HP. Can they live through this? They need this game. They're at 212 now. It looks like he should be fine, but a fear on Zunniyaki, maybe not.
No tremor. Another barely getting that AMS back up. Wow, negates that Chaos Wave damage. That saved his life right there. But look at Zunniyaki in the deep. Lots of damage coming on to him right now. Barely living through that. Wow.
Nature's Guardian did proc for him. It's going to fade relatively shortly. Venruki in a little bit of trouble, man. He's actually just going to have to Ice Block.
Because Kollectiv is going to get some drinks off of this. It's really good. Zunniyaki, though, definitely can be the target as he does get feared on that heal. As look, he is starting to help his team out. Those very, very slow, long, mana-efficient heals being cast. Frost Orb just came back up, as that means Venruki is going to be able to do a bunch of damage, but he is down below right now. Of course, the Warrior on top of him. Another getting counterspelled right now, which means he can't use any of his defensive cooldowns. Down to 50,000 in a ring, 20,000 life. Zunniyaki has nothing for him right now. Here comes the Chaos Waves. Somehow he's living through this.
But will he? He's down to 6,000. Wow, and he will end up falling. We have Bring It at 2-0 right here at the finals. They need one more game. Snutz's curse looks like it's going to break tonight, man.
Oh boy, there we go. And that was interesting, since it is taking a little while. Maybe we'll see another swap back onto that Frost Mage. The one thing that he did, I like the relentless assault by both the Warrior and the DK. It's always, that TSG comp has always been good at that, right from the start. You can train healers, you can train casters, you can do so many different things, because at the start you're uncrowd controllable, basically, when you have that Warrior and that Deathknight. But another was doing a great job. Every time he was playing Frost Mage, he was shutting down offensive pushes left and right, all tournament.
I mean, he's a great player, man. He knows when the burst is coming, and he knows what he has to do to stop it. Counterspell one, deep the other, palm ring a third. You know what? Is there a pet right there? I don't want to hit my teammate. Let me just throw a little frost on it, you know? He's really good, and I may or may not have slash hoot 90 right now, and seen him on a Mage.
Oh, I called it.
You called it. You know it's good.
Oh, absolutely. So, but this is, because this is desperation at this point.
This very well may be the last game of this entire tournament, of this entire months and months of this in the making, man. That's Venruki, Snutz, and Kollectiv on the bottom.
Look at that.
Closest to furthest, and that was another Zunniyaki and Caara, I believe, in that order.
Absolutely. And of course, what a fitting map to possibly decide what's going on. The Grand Arena, Bring It versus Yas Presents. So many well-known names. Not sure if you could stack it even more, but look at this. Okay, so not only are we going to have some class swaps, we're going to have some faction swaps. This is going to be a Horde versus Horde final. We have Venruki, who is going to be playing that Orc Mage. We're going to have Kollectiv on the Orc Shaman, Snutz on the Orc Warlock. Against, of course, it is going to be Yas Presents, the team from Europe. Zunniyaki playing that Orc Shaman.
I like the way he described it.
Oh, absolutely.
He's worried.
Yeah.
Caara, man. That guy's good.
Yep.
He's a
playing for the crowd, and he definitely is. Okay, they are going to swap onto it. I like that they are going double Orc for their healer and their Warrior, and of course another needing to play that Undead Mage, so he's going to be able to break the fears cast by Snutz and going to be able to provide some crowd control. This is going to be a little bit different match, of course. Not going to be as fast for the team of Yas Presents. So let's see what happens. We're going to follow Venruki out of the start. Nope. Let's switch over, and there we go. Venruki. There we go. Snutz is actually going to get his Demonic Gateway off. The Warrior is going to start onto Venruki right now, who barely doesn't even have his Ice Barrier pop. There it goes. Now it's going to fade off a bit as Venruki is looking to get that Encounter's Ward back up. We see a charge on to Kollectiv right there, who has a lot of action nearby. That Capacitor Totem going down. So Caara trying to get away deep onto Zunniyaki right now. Caara at half as Zunniyaki with a follow-up ring on top of him. Caara still down to half as he's going to have to use Die by the Sword with a Spell Reflection. Oh no, so many cooldowns used by Caara with a Trinket on another. Look at that Frost Bomb and with
they have to use Shield Wall before Dark Soul. Caara might die right here. He's at 65,000. He gets picked back up. This is not looking good. As soon as Snutz pops his Dark Soul, they're going to have to pull something out of their hat in order to survive, man. This is not looking good for Yas Presents. Bring It may very well take home the championship right here in the next few seconds. Snutz has used his Chaos Waves.
Here it comes. Zunniyaki still has his Trinket up. He still has Link. Oh, now here comes a half duration deep right there. Caara popping everything right now, knowing that they have to win. Look at the damage onto Venruki. Caara not able to bring him down, so he's going to have to switch on to Snutz, who ports away instantly. Water Elemental being the target, and that Water Elemental is going to go down so fast. Nope, he's able to pull it back with lots of heals.
Yeah, here we go, man. Now everything's down for our Warrior.
Oh,
he won't be able to scare them.
No offensive, no defensive cooldowns whatsoever left for him. Venruki, knowing that he can push into the open at this point, trying to get some damage out on it. He's got a lot of cooldowns left too, so he's going to have a little while on his block right there. I mean, on his palm. But we see another getting safeguarded too, as he's going to try to cast as many Frost Bombs. There we go. Nope. And trying to fake it. Wow. followed by a Hex right there, so that's taking a little bit of damage as that Earth Shield gets swapped onto him, getting that aura back up as he's being able to put out so much pressure just from the aura himself, following it up with a lot of damage deep onto Kollectiv right there, followed by a full sheep. Kollectiv deciding to sit it, and I like that, not using his PvP trinket because look at that, full life bars across the board. Caara getting half deep right there. Zunniyaki still has everything up except for Tremor breaking that last fear.
I believe they're just trying to get the trinket out of Zunniyaki, and that's when they'll pop the Dark Soul. I can't think of any other reason. Snutz has the Demonic Fury available, I believe. It's just up to him when he wants to actually do it. It won't happen for another 15 seconds or so when he has 2 charges of his Chaos Wave. This is a very tough match for this Warrior Mage Shaman at this point, man. I don't think there's any chance for them, really. Snutz goes back into his demon form. He hops out of it now. Those will be the Chaos
Here
Wave.
comes a deep and a Frost Orb right now as he's going to be able to put out a little bit of pressure. Of course, another trying to get some damage out as he has his Water Elemental on passive, not wanting it to get pulled away. We see a sheep come down, which was negated by that grounding totem. Another right there using his on-use trinket. Oh, and look at that. Every single Frostbomb cast was negated again and again, using that complete PvP on-use trinket with no effect. Venruki having to block a little earlier, so we'll have to see. Another half deep onto Kollectiv.
It looks like now is going to be the time for a Warrior Mage Shaman. They have a Polymorph on another. It does get dispelled. I think they need to get something onto Zunniyaki, an instant cast fear, a Palm Ring, anything, but Caara going to take a lot of damage here. Here's a Dark Soul. This may very well be the end of
Here comes the Chaos Waves!
He's at 25k. Wow, he managed to live. Rallying Cry at 18k. Spirit Link goes out. Can they live here? Rallying Cry, everything has been
Ascendance
used now.
also with the ring landing on top of it. Both the healer feared on top of it with a trinket available, but not using it. Fear on top of him again. Battlemaster trinket coming out. Zunniyaki barely living. That Ascendance isn't going to last long, but he needs to heal everyone up. Venruki taking a lot of damage right there. Didn't even have to cold snap though.
Yeah, this is really scary for this Warrior right here, man.
Oh, here comes the
anything's going to be scary. Can they get anything on Zunniyaki out of that? They're trying to go for the Polymorph. It was gag order thrown right there by Caara. Really excellent job. Great awareness on him. He doesn't want his heal to be sheep. That would be very bad news for him. Venruki now stuck in that charge stun. Caara just charging into him. Venruki actually blinks through the Ring of Frost and gets rung. This is looking decent for our Warrior team at this point because their cooldowns are going to be coming up right here. Avatar is back now available.
Still a minute left on Recklessness, however. Die by the Sword still down, as is Shield Wall, which means if there's a situation where Zunniyaki is going to have to trinket, Caara right now down to half, as another is going to get hexed. Zunniyaki not able to get him out of that hex whatsoever.
Some Chaos Waves landing right here, or I'm sorry, a Hand of Gul'dan. Another not entirely top yet. Zunniyaki at 165,000 mana versus Kollektiv's 224,000.
Oh, and there goes the block. This is pretty big. Another not getting healed up either. Zunniyaki is feared away, followed by a full ring. Still not choosing to trinket. Zunniyaki is really holding on to this. We see Caara with at least one stack of Taste for Blood up. He's looking around, trying to see if he can get a good fear off, followed by some damage so he can toss some cooldowns out, but he's not going to be able to use this Taste for Blood for anything.
Now we have Snutz's Dark Soul coming back up in 11 seconds. That's when he's going to be able to go all out. He has a Demonic Fury. There's a stun onto Caara. I wouldn't have used that on him right then.
It's gone. The Taste for Blood is gone. There's no threat whatsoever from this Warrior right now. That Chaos Wave with a very short deep onto Caara as he's down. Wow, huge heal.
And that's why I wouldn't have used that stun, is because you don't want to DR the deep. By no means is that going to cost them this game at all, but that is a slight mistake. Now Snutz does have the Demonic Fury available to him. Caara has bopping all of his cooldowns, Avatar, everything on use, onto Venruki. Venruki in a little bit of trouble right here. He does catch the Earth Shield, but it is going to be dispelled off. I believe that was Zunniyaki that got it. Venruki still in a little bit of trouble. A nice shockwave catches Kollectiv and Venruki right there. Snutz a little bit low on health. He's getting picked up just fine though, especially with Twilight Ward. He won't take any damage from that Mage.
All right, so there was a cold snap and a trinket forced out of Venruki, so he's going to be able to block again if he is in trouble. There we go, a deep with Caara, who's behind the pillar, having to trinket right there, but a great stop by another with that palm ring right there, allowing his Warrior to live, but look at the damage onto Venruki right there. He still has that block available. Has not been forced yet.
That was the Dark Soul from Snutz too. He won't have that for another 2 minutes now, man. That wasn't the best use of it. You really need to line that up perfectly. But Zunniyaki holding onto his trinket, maybe it's just a mind game. Maybe they just think, hey, we're not gonna use our trinket, and they will never be able to kill us.
Yep, and there we go, another deep onto Caara right there with a Die by the Sword. immediately after it. That does get dispelled. So we see the Spirit Walker's Grace go out as Zunniyaki gets hexed. Gets dispelled by another, of course, who is going to toss it deep out, I do believe. Yeah, onto Kollectiv. Very short, though.
He tried to get the ring there. It was stopped, though. Frozen Orb is out from both mages. They're trying to get as much damage as possible. And there are the Fell Imps from Snutz trying to build Demonic Fury.
Yep, and we saw a heroic leap by Caara, followed by an immediate Demonic Portal over by Snutz to get over there. Nope, now he's going to get back into the fight right there, as Kollectiv is going to get some drinks off because this could be a long match. Zunniyaki having his tide down, getting some heals off. Venruki, of course, sitting in a pretty good position as, well, no, never mind. He is going to be down to half as the Warrior is going to blink over to him. Kollectiv in a blanket counterspell right there.
And there was the will from another, so he doesn't have Trinket available. Caara still just trying to get topped, man, but it doesn't seem like it's happening. Zunniyaki having to use Ascendance. A Chaos Wave is going to land just to do a little bit of damage, really keep the pressure going from Snutz. Snutz' Demonic Fury is very high at this point. His Dark Soul comes up in 30 seconds, and that's when the magic happens for them, bursting all at once. Venruki doing so much damage. He took a big hit from a Frost Bomb right there, but it doesn't look like he appears to be in any trouble at all. That's recklessness from Caara, so he's trying to do damage. He won't be able to shield wall right here. He also wants to use his Rallying Cry and his On Use, using a lot of cooldowns at once.
Every time that he tries to connect to a target when he has damage cooldowns up, immediately either the Mage is blinking away or the Warlock is going to port away. PvP trinkets on all characters for Bring It right now, plus Kollectiv sitting at an amazing amount of mana. Looks like they are going to be trying to get back. Zunniyaki does need to get some drinks off because this is going to be a long match.
Yeah, Trinket available for everyone on Team Yas Presents and everyone on Team Bring It, actually. Looks like a Water Elemental was slain right there. It is back out for Venruki, and Caara does manage to charge him once again. I believe he actually plays with the double charge as opposed to the 12-second charge. There's a deep onto Caara. Venruki going to do a lot of damage to him right here. No, he does manage to get out of that deep before the Frost Bomb. It does explode, though, right there, and some Chaos Waves coming in as well. He's going to be taking a little bit of damage. He should be okay for now, but Dark Soul is back up.
Full poly right now. Zunniyaki, he's sitting through it right now. Caara having to shield wall since that's back up again. Wow, amazing that he sat through it. Shield wall is barely going to live him. There we go. Now we have the trinket out of Zunniyaki. Bring It. Forcing that trinket is exactly what they needed.
But again, man, that wasn't the Dark Soul. Caara doesn't have shield wall. He doesn't have Die by the Sword. Zunniyaki doesn't have trinket. Didn't get anything onto him. He will surely kill Caara.
As the Avatar coming out of Caara right now, getting over on, tossing that heroic leap out to stay onto his target. But look at this, not doing damage to anyone right now as he is trying to stay away from that ring right there, as it looks like, no, that was the enemy team ring. Kollectiv, of course, getting stuck in that. Snutz having to unend resolve, using a bunch of his cooldowns right now to stay alive.
Venruki taking a little bit of damage at about half health. He's getting picked up now by Kollectiv. Really excellent job. But I think as soon as anything lands onto Zunniyaki, that's when we'll see it. I want to see a pet stun on him. It's followed by an instant cast Fear.
He does not have Tremor right now. He does not have Trinket. His Nature Swiftness is coming up in a few seconds. No Ascendance. So he has a little while if anything happens. Kollectiv in that half sheep, sitting through the entire thing. Venruki getting Frostbombed. Does explode, but does almost no damage, barely popping.
They're going for the kill right here. The deep onto Caara. He's going to have to Trinket. He's at 100,000 HP. Will he go down here? A blanket onto Zunniyaki. Spirit Link goes out. They need to kill it. An excellent palm ring right there. Catches Snutz. That's his Dark Soul.
NS also. They force so much out of Zunniyaki. He doesn't have anything left right now. Oh, but the Dark Soul not doing too much right now as Snutz needs to get back into demon form and toss some damage out. Another look at that. Having hypothermia on him right now. Not sure if he has that second block quite yet, which he does. Oh, man, look at that. Blanket cut. No, that did hit the Nature Tree of Kollectiv, who's just going to stand behind the pillar, toss out a couple Riptides.
Another was feared right there. He got dispelled out of it, though. Venruki taking a lot of damage from this Warrior. Warrior's just trucking him all day, man. Venruki actually using his on use right here, so Caara's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get the polymorph onto Zunniyaki out of that. Caara in a lot of trouble. There is a grounding totem down. It was eaten. Die by the Sword has also been used. Ring of Frost on Caara. They need to get the Frost Bombs out. They need to land double Chaos Waves at the same time. This game is getting pretty long here, man. And I don't know. With all the pressure that a Warrior can do, they might be ahead on damage.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. All right, Venruki right now is going to be focused. You know, that blanket counter spell, or that blanket silence rather, from Gag Order is doing its job, forcing Venruki to try to play a little bit of distance to stay out of that pummel range. Caara taking some Chaos Waves right there with a deep onto Zunniyaki, but it's not going to do too much.
Yeah, Venruki just having a tough time, man, really getting these casts off. When you have a Warrior sitting on you and a Mage sitting on you as well, they're not going to go for the interrupts on the Warlock because he doesn't cast anything. It's a Demonology. Venruki down to 150k. 100k, he's taking a lot. He's actually just going to block.
All right, his Cold Snap is back up.
Ring on Kollectiv.
Yep. So he's going to have to sit through this entire... I like that. He sat through the block. Kollectiv... Wow, look at that. Wow, so much damage. Kollectiv using that Nature's Swiftness, I do believe. No, he was just able to massively heal himself.
But look at Venruki. I believe he might have had to use his Cold Snap there. Yeah, he did. Damage onto Caara, though. Caara down to 4... Okay.
Nature's Swiftness. That was a huge Nature's Swiftness right there. That was great. Zunniyaki still doesn't have much left. Of course, his Tremor is going to be back up by now. Venruki, the hypothermia is off, and he did have to Cold Snap. He might have to... Oh, look at that, blinking away. The Ascendant's up. The Avatar is up on Caara, who is... Wow, he didn't wait for his Recklessness, which was 20 seconds away. What is Caara doing right now?
That very well may cost him the game. He also... But on the second hand, Snutz and Venruki also overlap Deep Freeze with Axe Toss, the pet stun. A slight mistake, but thankfully for them, Caara wasn't able to do too much damage to him after that. Caara still has his on-use available, or on him rather. He's doing a lot of damage onto Venruki. Frozen Orb is out on Venruki, hitting him for so much. Die by the sword used by Caara. Snutz does have Dark Soul available.
Kollectiv got full counterspelled right there as he's going to have to sit through it. Yep, and that forced the block out of Venruki. This is looking good as that Recklessness comes up. Caara is going to get over to Venruki, who has that hypothermia, doesn't have anything up. His barrier is down. His Incanter's Ward is down. Kollectiv in that sheep. Wow, able to live through it. Venruki having to trinket that, though.
Yeah, and Snutz has also used his trinket right there. I'm not entirely sure what exactly he trinketed. His Fellimps are out. That's going to allow him to build his Demonic Fury. Caara, he's not getting any lucky taste for blood procs, unfortunately for them.
I like the palm ring right there. Venruki, I do believe that. Yep, that was. All right, so, but the team of Yas Presents able to live through it. Look at that, a trinket onto that short deep. Wow. Even though Zunniyaki did have his trinket up.
Look at that ring, though, man. It caught both Snutz and Kollectiv. Venruki doesn't have a block available. He's in a lot of trouble. Kollectiv goes from a ring into a poly, into a shockwave. He's finally able to cast, gonna use Nature's Swiftness. Caara's still in a little bit of trouble. We need to see some pressure onto him. Caara at 170k HP. We might see Snutz pop everything right here. So it's actually going for the Soulfire, but will Venruki maybe just be able to solo Caara
Capacitor
right here?
Totem onto Caara right now as he is stunned. Big heal on to Caara because Zunniyaki still looking pretty good. Ascendance is back up. He's got everything basically back up right now.
Yeah, now there is a Deep Freeze onto Zunniyaki. Might get ringed off of that. Yes, he does. So Caara is all alone. He needs to just line his sight, stay away from the Mage, stay away from the Warlock right here. Venruki unable to get a lot of Frost Bombs off this game, man.
Oh, yeah, I know. Another just doing a great job of trying to shut everyone down. That ring does go down right there. Never mind. It was not a full ring as Caara is going to be down at half. He's sitting at half for so long during that match. Of course, both Snutz and Venruki could be a viable target for him as Venruki blinks away using that Incanter's Ward right now as it does break, so he's going to get that full spell power damage. That shockwave lands on him after he already blinked.
And that's a lot of cooldowns out of Caara right here, including Die by the Sword. Venruki down to 100k HP. He's going to have to block, but a big heal comes in from Kollectiv. Snutz into a Hex, gets dispelled out by Kollectiv right there. Now, Snutz has everything available. They can definitely kill Caara right here. Demonic Gateway being cast by Snutz. He's looking for the long game, maybe looking to run out the clock. Maybe they feel like they're doing more damage. Caara's at 320,000 HP right here. Snutz unable to get the double Chaos Wave with the Dark Soul off right there. I don't believe he just didn't want to do it. Another trying his best to peel for his team. He's actually doing a great job. We've seen so many palm rings go out on really scary moments.
Look at that. Kollectiv sitting through that entire full poly. There we go. We have the Skull Banner and the Avatar out from Caara right now, who is enraged right now, jumping over, doing a lot of damage on to Venruki right now because he doesn't have a block available as he might be in trouble right now. It's a long time till those blocks are back up too. Caara taking a lot of damage though as he has to use that Rallying Cry.
Yeah, that Rallying Cry, he probably would have wanted that because here comes the Dark Soul. Snutz actually casting Hand of Gold Dance instead of Chaos Waves. That was a huge mistake because that does not increase his damage really, but there was the wall forced by Caara.
Yeah, this damage is still on him though as Kollectiv did have to trinket early as we still have a minute left, at least on Venruki's cold snap.
Yeah, well, in about 2 minutes, we'll see a lot of scary moments for Caara because he won't have any defensive cooldowns, really. He's put inside of a deep right there. He's going to trinket that, a wise choice. If that Mage casts that Frost Bomb right there, you go instantly to 100,000 health. He does not want that. Snutz doing a great job keeping Aura of Enfeeblement up. It's like his #1 priority this entire game. That's preventing so much damage from the opposing team. We have Venruki popping his on use. Gonna try and hit Caara pretty hard right here. The Frost Bomb does get dispelled though. Oh, I'm sorry, no, it did explode onto Caara. He's at 158k HP. Second wind going to work. A totem does go down, trying to heal Caara just a little bit. Zunniyaki has to trinket that, but Caara, will he actually go down?
Like
a blatant counterspell.
With the Hex on top of it also, Caara is out of line of sight though. Second wind doing its work, like you said, healing him first so much while he's behind the pillar. As we do see a silence onto Venruki, plus a Colossus Smash, trying to put some damage out as Kollectiv is in a full poly with no trinket up.
Yeah, and there is another howl onto another. He doesn't have any way out of that, but thankfully for them, it was incredibly short. Snutz at 320,000 HP about. Caara at 200,000 as well. A deep onto him. They're going to try and burst him right here. I feel like Zunniyaki has to keep him topped.
The grounding helped out right there. 23 seconds on Venruki's cold snap right there. He needs to live for at least that long. Kollectiv barely gets out of that poly. His trinket comes back up. Another taking a lot of damage though because, wow. That Spirit Link went down from Kollectiv as it's going to top off Snutz's health, who is in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, Kollectiv at 175,000 mana versus Zunniyaki's 66,000. Legion Strike acting as a mortal strike for this team, causing more pressure. Not as much healing going out for Zunniyaki because of it, depending on who the pet is hitting. Snutz still with that aura of enfeeblement, keeping it up, keeping dots on the Caara, dots on the Zunniyaki. Or on another, I'm sorry. Snutz still taking a little bit of damage. Caara's trying to connect to him, but you don't want to run behind that pillar. Venruki did get counterspelled right there. It looks like it wasn't on his Frost Tree as he was able to put the deep out onto Caara, just hitting him with those ice lances. Caara actually using Die by the Sword, and I feel like when Snutz decides to use his Dark Soul, it's going to be the end. He is the person to watch here. This is what it all boils down to, man. Another in that Hex. He has to trinket it. Looks like this is what they want right here.
It's a ring onto Zunniyaki right here. Can they follow up with any more crowd control? We have a Fear, a Howl of Terror. Takes Blood coming up on Caara. Maybe he can put some damage out onto Snutz right now. Gets healed to full by Zunniyaki.
Those are the cooldowns by Snutz. They're doing a lot of damage. Another does manage to steal the Mastery. That means another can actually one-shot anyone he wants if he's actually able to do it. It looks like it may be onto Snutz. No, he doesn't actually land the Frost Bomb right there. Venruki is going to be taking the most damage. He's going to have to block immediately, and this game is going on for so long. Our Warrior Mage Shaman has done a great job of living. Ascendance is up for Zunniyaki, trying to keep everybody up. Caara decides to trinket that deep. Venruki's at 114,000 HP, in a lot of trouble, man.
Oh, Venruki is in trouble right now. No block. Huge heal from Kollectiv. Kollectiv, though, having that Ascendance up, healing. There goes the Spirit Link Totem. Oh, all right. Do believe we have hit the 20-minute time limit. Wow.
This is what it boils down to, man.
All right, so they are going to figure out who is the winner of that, because once it goes to 20 minutes, we are going to have a count of the amount of damage done. So exciting. Wow.
Well.
All right.
This is intense. They needed to do more damage than the Mage Lock Shaman if they want to stay in this. The question is, did they?
We'll find out. All right, so could it be it?
I think that's it, man.
Is it?
They did more damage. There we have it. Team Bring It. Snutz, the Warlock, Venruki, the Mage, Kollectiv, the Shaman. They did it. They are your World of Warcraft World Championship Battle.net winners. They are the champions. Snutz finally broke the curse. He is in first, man.
He really is. Amazing victory for this team, making their way without a match loss in the round robin. What a great story.
Yeah, they're all-stars, man. They're absolutely incredible players. These guys they stream a lot. If you guys want to watch them, feel free. I watch them all the time, every single time Ven or Snutz stream. I don't think Kollectiv really streams, but I always love watching it. Such an incredible
And there you go. There are two teams on the left, of course. That is going to be the team of Bring It. Kollectiv on the far left, Venruki in the center, Snutz on the far right, followed by our great MCs who've been announcing this entire match. Of course, we do have, looks like our VIPs are coming out. This is going to be Alex Tai, Managing Director of Greater China Blizzard, giving his congratulations to the team. All right, and next we are going to have our second VIP coming out onto the stage. It is going to be Kai Wei, who is the operations director of NetEase, which is Blizzard's partner in China. So look at that, the heartfelt congratulations, because they know they have all put together.
Look at Snutz right there, man.
So relieved.
He's so happy. I feel so great for these guys right now.
Absolutely.
And you can see they've been joined by LGIM.
Yep.
That's
Next.
a Dukin, Shotki, and Avenger.
Next, we are going to have JLM Brack. Of course, he is the production director of World of Warcraft. You see him all over the place. And he is, one of those brains that made this tournament possible, of course, balancing all those classes out. And here we go. We have Ian Hazakostas, who is the leading counter designer, World of Warcraft. Was one of the class designers too, so he's definitely had a big hand in this tournament. I am glad that we had these two people here. Jalen Brack and Ian are just great, great designers and have brought this game to the level where we can hand out $105,000 for the first prize.
Yeah.
And here we go. Of course, our third place players is going to be the team of LGIM. Can't say enough about these guys. $27,000.
Oh, they're happy, man. That's a Dukin on the left, Shotki in the middle, Avenger on the right. Like I said, Lock, Shaman, Mage in that order, playing Destro, all-star players.
Absolutely. Of course, our second place team, I can't say enough about this because another just a massive tournament veteran. He's been to these stages before, barely coming up in second prize. But hey, second prize this year was $45,000.
I'll take it, man. I'm sure they will too. Very happy. Now that just means there's one person left to give the check to.
Okay, and this is the moment that Snutz has been waiting for.
His entire
3 years in the making, of course. Getting second place last year, getting second place the year before, as we are going to have our players coming up, as the models coming up and handing out those huge checks. Here we go. All right. So let's see. We're gonna get these players in place.
So he just wants to check, man.
If anyone has been following along the stream all day and you hear the loud voices behind us, of course, those are the MCs that we have that have been giving out the lottery draws, getting the whole crowd involved. It's great to have these people. As we see, look at that camaraderie between LGIM and the team of Bring It.
Yeah, those MCs have been doing a great job, by the way. Also very nice people, so they deserve a lot of credit and appreciation.
Absolutely, as we see the handshakes going out from all of our important players that made this happen, and of course, Bring It, they are congratulating. They know that they fought a great victory. I mean, I'm so glad that it came down to these two teams. I think that these were the two teams that played the best. It wasn't just the brackets or the round robin that allowed them to get there. It was just their play style.
Well, the round robin, completely fair. The double elimination, that's what every single top player wants.
Look at that.
There it is.
$105,000, largest prize in World of Warcraft history. Look at that. Snutz is so happy that they have finally reached their first prize. Oh, wow.
I feel so great for him, man.
I do.
Kollectiv on the left, Venruki in the middle, Snutz on the right,
and of
Shaman,
course,
Mage, Lock.
Look at this coming out. We have our great trophies, which are going to be handed to, look at this, and they are going to be able to congratulate them and hand them. Look at these. Oh, wow.
Those are
trophies.
nice trophies.
They are. Those are the, you know what those are?
What?
Those are the statues in Runes of Lordaeron.
Really?
That's what they look like.
That's sick. That's actually sick.
I don't know, but that's what they look like from here at least.